I'm pretty sure this is the strongest ingredient I have ever brought into my kitchen. Shrimp paste. Fermented shrimp and salt compressed into a dense, aromatic block of concentrated umami. In some cuisines, it's foundational, but in my kitchen, it's untested. Wow, that's aggressive. This is not a mere hint of the ocean. This is like an entire coastal fishing village fermented into your fridge. And yet, millions of people across Southeast Asia, from Thailand to Indonesia, use this all the time to add savoriness to their dishes. Let's find out why. I wish you could smell this. This is seriously strong. And technically, since it's fermented, it should be safe to eat. I'm just not sure if it's emotionally safe. By the way, I'm Chris, a medium-level cook with rare-level curiosity. This is Rarely Well Done. Apparently, it's safe to eat as long as you don't have serious issues with like salt, or you're pregnant, or you have heart conditions. Basically, it's the scariest ride at the amusement park. I'm not actually sure what that text says, but I'm pretty sure one of those lines says you must be at least this tall to ride. First, we try the raw taste. Fermentation has made this intensely salty, but also a bit sweet and deeply savory. It breaks proteins into amino acids and glutamates, which are the same kinds of compounds that make aged meats and Parmesan so satisfying. Yeah, putting aside the smell for a minute, that tastes amazing. Everything good that you love about soy sauce and mushrooms, I feel like that's all right here. My mind's racing with all these ideas about how it could enhance some other recipe. This is, wow. Now what? Well, I'm glad you asked, because next we're trying a bouillon replacement. Many traditional recipes call for shrimp paste to be bloomed in fat before use. Heat transforms the aroma from aggressive to savory, and usually I just eyeball these things, but with shrimp paste, I'm not taking any chances. I'm measuring it. Anyway, once toasted, we'll add some water to make a basic broth. In theory, this could be an upgrade to your standard chicken broth. It definitely has a little bit of a fishy note to it, but it's pretty subtle at this point. It's richer and it's more complicated and it's more interesting than your average chicken broth. So this is definitely a good replacement. Next, we're doing fried rice without the soy sauce. Why? Well, soy sauce means liquid, and liquid can steam your rice. Shrimp paste, however, adds salt and umami without adding any moisture. Also, because it's concentrated, shrimp paste improves the browning. Less water equals more caramelization. Here we're toasting some leftover rice and topping with green onion. And now for the fried rice. If my mouth wasn't full at this point, I'd tell you that this actually smells a little bit nutty. Yep. So this is great. And a lot of times when I add soy sauce to my rice, it just makes it all wet. It's a more complicated flavor than the soy sauce, but without being strongly fishy. This is fantastic, and wow, it's got a really neat sweetness. It's subtle, but it's there. Yeah, it doesn't taste like shrimp fried rice. This just tastes like rice that just knows itself a little bit better. The implication here is enormous. A tiny bit of shrimp paste seasons a whole meal. That means for a couple of bucks you can get soy sauce that lasts for a few meals, or for $5 you could season dozens of similar meals. Pound for pound, soy sauce isn't such a great value anymore. Next, we're going to add a reckless amount of shrimp paste to some basic scrambled eggs. If you've ever jazzed up your morning with soy sauce, then you see where this is going. Eggs are fatty and mild, so they should dilute the intensity nicely. By the way, this soy sauce substitution is not for the timid. The smell is still intense if you overdo it. In fact, if you don't like your coworkers, low-key, you should cook with this in the break room, or at least heat up your leftovers from it in the microwave. I'm really having trouble finding the right words for this, so I'm going to pass this off to my awesome dude doing my voiceovers. Sure, I'll give it a try. It behaves like soy sauce in that it boosts savory depth, but it's thicker, it's more pungent, and it doesn't politely blend in. Soy sauce whispers. Shrimp paste kicks the door in, rearranges the furniture, and somehow improves the feng shui. This makes the eggs taste like they went backpacking through Southeast Asia and came back spiritually transformed. Yeah, this is definitely a different direction. It's very savory, very rich. This might be the most practical application we've had so far. Next, we're going to roast some carrots with shrimp paste and oil. That's it. This method should intensify the browning, add a subtle savory crust, and make them taste more complete. And it just takes 10 minutes in my googly-eyed air fryer. In fact, shrimp paste is traditionally paired with sweet or acidic elements like sugar or lime anyway, because sweetness balances its salt and funk. Carrots bring natural sugar. That browning is beautiful. Yeah, it also smells a lot less scary than it did before. These carrots, the sweetness balances it out beautifully. They taste fuller, more interesting, and not fishy, just upgraded. Also, since the shrimp paste is fermented, it adds probiotics. So with the carrots, it's a double health win. I want to eat the whole plate. Yeah, that's probably good for both of us. Also, now that I've had a good taste of this, I'm certain it would absolutely transform a chili. You could add it to the saute pan right after your onions. People will notice an upgrade and will never be able to guess your secret ingredient. You could also use it to give an anchovy-like kick to your pizza sauce. And of course, it could be used like an intense soy sauce. Now, if you're bold enough to try this yourself, there is a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to tell me in the comments if I've encouraged you to try something new. Thanks for watching.